everyone. I wanted to jump on here really quick and make sure that you all are actually getting a video tutorial because it was brought to my attention that the one that I tried to record last time is somehow not on the Blackboard platform. I'm not sure how that happened, so I'm going to real quickly run through a quick search of articles. And I think the question that was emailed to me, and a couple of you sent emails regarding single case, finding research articles specific to that design. Again, I say single case and single subject interchangeably because researchers right now are starting to say single case more. So apologies if I switch those back and forth, just know that I'm talking about the same thing. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to try really hard just to say single subject because I think that's the words on the phrases on your assignment. Anyway, if this is working correctly, you are seeing a home screen, my plain Jane Google home screen. The first step I'm going to do when I go to search for my articles is I'm going to go to the U of L homepage, and that's going to pull you just to the generic page, and you're going to go to libraries next. Then you are going to go to all databases A to Z. And if you are in an education field or a psychology field, you're more than likely when you search for things in the future going to follow these steps that I'm doing. If you're in, like, let's say biology, if you're in that field, maybe things will look a little bit different. But for the purpose of this assignment, we're going to stick to the psychology and education search engines, excuse me. So I am going to, from here, click E, and then go to EBSCO Academic Search Complete. So EBSCO actually, by using this search engine, you all may not care about this, but I think it's worth saying that a lot of different journals have their articles accessible through EBSCO. So when we're using this search engine, we are capturing a whole bunch of journals. So anyway, that's always a good thing. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to do, I don't know if you all, if anybody has selected this topic or not, but this is what I'm going to use. Let's say that I'm doing my research paper on video modeling. I can't type and talk at the same time, so I'm going to just close my mouth for a minute. Okay, video modeling. So when I type that in, you can see there are a couple different options that populate. This one says video modeling. Just so you know, the longer these terms that come up, the longer it is, the better off you're going to be because the database is going to select all of those different phrases. So, but again, you don't have to click on this super long one. If you wanted to go with just video modeling and just, you know, choose not to do that super long phrase, then that's fine too. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to go ahead and just do the short one. Video modeling, and let's say that I am wanting to locate the single case articles. I did it, single subject articles. So I'm going to type in single subject. Again, I'm going to look at what's populated. I see this says single subject design, single subject, single case, or single case without the dash. That is going to pull up a lot. So I am going to go ahead and click this one. I'll say it a million times. If you wanted to just click this one, that's fine. But for the sake of showing you what it'll do, I'm going to click this long phrase. All right, so I've got my search terms here. I'm going to go ahead and click search and see what happens. Hopefully something happened. There we go. Okay. So it looks like I have 72 results, right? So what I'm going to do, the ones that pop up, just like Google, right? The ones that pop up closest to the top of the page are going to be more relevant. So I'm going to click on the first one and just see what it's about. And I think I mentioned this before. You do not need to, like, let's say, I know all of these have to be like autism related. You don't have to put autism in a search bar, okay? Since these are all, the list of choices that you can choose from for your research paper are all evidence-based practices to use with people that have autism. So know that your paper, when you go to write it up, does not have to be specific to autism. The assignment is just to dive in to these evidence-based practices that we that are on the list, right? So don't get too hung up if you don't see like the participants in the studies have autism. I think most of the time when you dive into some of these articles, you're going to see that some of the participants have autism, but if they don't, it's okay. So, but again, if you still don't know if you should choose an article or have questions, always reach out to me. So I am going to, sorry, I rambled for a minute. I am going to go ahead and click this first one and see what it's about. Okay, using video modeling, explicit instruction, and augmented reality to teach mathematics to students with disabilities. That sounds interesting. So I'm going to, from this page, scroll down. This is the abstract. It's going to give you a little snapshot of what the study is going to be about. So I see that we have video modeling here, and the words we typed in the search bar are going to be bolded. So it's going to draw our eyes to make sure that this is the right thing, the right type of article. I see single subject, research design here. That's what we want. To evaluate the effects of an intervention. Perfect. Again, I don't see on here if the participants in this study have autism, but I'm not worried about it for this assignment, right? So the next thing I would do is download the PDF, and that way you can have it and save it. So, and I need at least 2 articles that use a single subject design. Yes, single subject. I said it right that time. So I'm going to go to the second one, see if it's an appropriate article. So I'll scroll down. This one is using standardized assessment to identify and teach prerequisite numeracy skills to learners with disabilities using video modeling. This is interesting that a lot of these are math because there's not a ton of math research out there. So anyway, my nerdy brain is getting distracted. So I'm going to go to the abstract and I'm going to look for my keywords. There's video modeling. I see that we are using a non-concurrent single subject multiple baseline design. All those extra words do not matter to you, okay? So all you're worried about is this, single subject design or single case, okay? So this looks like one I would pull and get a PDF of. Because this is going to fit, this is going to be a good pick for a research paper about video modeling. So that is how you find single subject / single case design articles. If you're ready to, if you have located your single case or single subject related articles and you're ready to find articles that don't involve a specific design, because you do have to have more than just single case, I would just delete that, click search, see what pops up. And this is kind of where you can get creative and see what you might need to make a point, see what you don't. Anyway, so yeah, I think that covers pretty much the basics. I would watch this video as you're doing, because you're watching it, I'm guessing, if you can hear me. And so you're going to watch this video, and I would revisit the assignment sheet to make sure that you can check off all of the different types of articles, not articles, references that you need, right? Because I believe you need to pull one from each of our books as well. So make sure that you have everything that you need, and if you have questions, always reach out, and I think that this will do it for this video.